This is LC News, your source for news around our school system. I'm Zachary Cordell.
And I'm Blake Prater. Google Days are a substitute for regular classroom days that are done at the household when weather prevents entry into the school.
Google Classroom is a tool for teachers to use to give information and classwork to students who are out of class. It allows the students to submit assignments online by either Google Docs or through a picture of their work on paper. We interviewed Dr. Fletcher, who explained the benefits of the usage of Google Classroom.
Some of the things we've done, of course, has been NTI days. I think the side effect of NTI days is we have more teachers that are using a learning management platform to put information out to students. For example, we use Google Classroom. So there's a side effect, and it's something we focused on, not just to save days. We wanted something with quality. Because when students go to college, more than likely you're going to be using either Blackboard, Edmodo, maybe even Google Classroom when you go to a college. So now you're going to have some experience with using a learning management system like Google Classroom, and it's not a foreign concept to you when you walk into a college class. So we built into NTI days, one, because we feel like we can continue learning, and some teachers do a phenomenal job of presenting material on those days, but we can continue the learning and we won't break it up as much during the school year. And then two, we do have a side effect of adding that learning management system for students. And two, I think we have a lot of teachers that use it on a regular basis whether we have school or not. So they use that learning management system so students are familiar with it. So there's a lot of good side effects.
And here's a look at Google Classroom. Google Classroom is not only used just for snow days, it can be used to post assignments for students who are absent a day or to post study tools students. Please remember that all Google Classroom work will be due 3 days after returning to school.
Here in Lawrence County, we are known for the numerous snow days we experience. We spoke to Dr. Fletcher about why we have to miss so frequently.
One of the reasons is due to how large the county is. If you look at one of the things that makes Lawrence County more unique than others is we have approximately 300 miles of gravel road per day that our buses go on. Now that's around 150 to 160 one way, but going home, coming back, so there's over 300 miles. So when you look at 300 miles of gravel road, you can't scrape it, you can't salt it, you can't treat it. The best thing you can hope for is for it to clear. And when it clears, then we're able to put those buses on the roads. Blacktop roads clear a little more quickly. So again, for us, if we have one snow like the recent snow we had last week, and it stays cold for 3 or 4 days, it's very difficult to have our buses out because there's in effect around 150 miles of road that it's possible that we couldn't put buses on. And that's also doesn't include those blacktop roads that sun doesn't hit. So they can be treated, but again, the gravel roads can't. But we did do some things with the calendar to try to make it a little better. For example, we scheduled professional development days on Fridays so that if we don't miss any school, we've got scheduled PD for our teachers and for our staff members. But if we do miss a day, we can move those days around in our schedule.
We also asked what it takes to make the decision to call off school.
It's a long process because if you look at it, the first thing, a lot of people want you to make a decision now. And believe me, I want to make a decision now. But the hard part is you have a lot of options. One, no school, and everybody stays home. Well, option two are Google Classroom days. Well, we don't want to put Google Classroom days back to back because I think that's overwhelming. I think students would think that's overwhelming too, or at least some of the students I've talked to think so. So you don't want to have an NTI day back to back if you can avoid it, and unless we're at the end and we can do that. But we try to avoid having those back to back. So, but on NTI days, we still have instructional aides that come to work. We still have principals that come to work. We still have superintendents, a superintendent that comes to work, and central office staff. So if we have an NTI day, we still want to make sure it's safe. By all means, no matter what type of day, if people don't feel safe to be on the road, we want them to stay home. There's just so many different things as calling off school because it's not as simple as we don't want buses to run on the snow day on a snowy road. Is it safe enough for people to travel versus a bus? Because let's face it, there's a lot of places that we put a bus that are you have to be very safe even when it's a good day.
We also spoke to representatives from the Kentucky State Road Department.
I'm Todd Moran with the Kentucky Department of Transportation, Lawrence County Division, and I'm here today with Josh Trout. He is our Heavy Equipment Operator 3, and we're going to talk to you guys a few minutes about about ice and snow removal, Lawrence County State Highway. We break our roadways down in priority routes. We have a priority A route, a priority B route, priority C routes. Those are designated by usually traffic count, road length, width. Some of the A routes is US 23, Kentucky 645, Route 3 to Clifford, Route 3 north to Fallsburg. Some of our B routes are a little farther out in the county, 1690, 201, and then of course we have our C routes, which is the less popular, less driven areas. And that's the way we treat our roads, is from the higher priority down to the lesser priority. Each snow is different, but, of course. So we usually to treat one average snowfall is going to take us about 200 tons of salt.
Even though these days seem to be an inconvenience, the size of our county makes them a necessity. We here in Lawrence County are grateful to have these people looking out for our safety.
There have recently been new opportunities for engineering students to get job experience.
Since 2014, job shadowing has been an important part of the Lawrence County Career Readiness programs. Biomedical students have had this opportunity for a number of years, and nursing has recently joined them. In December, engineering sent its first students out into the world. We spoke with some of these students about their experiences.
Job shadowed at EN Engineering, and throughout a 3-day course, I sat with different engineers. I sat with civil engineers, electrical engineers, and a little bit of chemical engineers. I got to see some of the projects they worked on. They showed me different programs they use on computers and stuff, and mostly they just showed me different stuff throughout their career that they have worked on.
So job shadowed at PNA Engineering. We followed around one of the employees there, and he told us a lot about his job and what he did, and watched him do what he did.
We started out the day going over policies that are needed for a quarry that was being built, and some of the constructors and the investors want it to be different. So we had to find a way for it to be possible to be built. I
think job shadowing is very beneficial because I knew that I wanted to be an engineer, but I wasn't for sure what I want, which field of engineering I wanted to be. But I knew that I liked structures really well, and that when I went down there, I met with a couple of structural engineers, and it's what I like. I really do like it.
There was mention of job shadowing again, and that would be awesome to do, but I don't know whether that's the only place I've looked so far.
I want to go into engineering, just do not know what type.
I plan on going to UK to study civil engineering.
I really like engineering, and I want to do something in engineering. I'm not sure what field.
One of our varsity students has been one of the top basketball players in the nation.
Tim Dalton is a fifth-year varsity starter on the Lawrence County basketball team. As we've always recognized his talent on the court, people throughout the nation are seeing it as well. He led the nation in scoring for approximately 3 weeks this past month and is still keeping a spot on the list with the average of 37.5 points per game. We spoke to Tim about his goals and accomplishments he's made.
Right now with leading the nation, I was at 2, and then Coach puts a lot of hype around it. He tweets it a lot, so everyone's coming to watch and just see if I can put up a performance, which makes me a little bit nervous, but I don't know, it's a good accomplishment. First is winning 2 district championships, and then winning a region championship last year. Yes, after this season and after I graduate, I hope to go to a 4-year college to play ball.
Here's what Tim has to say to other aspiring athletes.
Just to stay in the gym and keep working.
Tim is also a candidate for Kentucky basketball with 6-1 odds to win it. We wish you the best of luck in all that you do.
New dual credit opportunities have arrived at LCHS that allow students to get an early look on future college classes for free.
Since the new semester has started, students here at LCHS who are enrolled in STEM courses as part of the Credits Counts program have enrolled in new courses that include psychology, public speaking, or what is known as communications, and chemistry.
But what's going to happen when you walk in? Could happen.
We had the opportunity to speak to some fellow professors about how they feel about the STEM program here at LCHS.
Super excited about all the wonderful things that we're doing here in Lawrence County, Kentucky with the Lawrence County Schools. In particular, I've had the opportunity to really work with some very talented and bright young students here at Lawrence County High School who are STEM students who are majoring in anything in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. I tell you, where we are going in terms of the future and opportunities for jobs and other additional careers and more post-secondary tracks. The need for STEM is a right now need because we prepare for those students for right now so they can impact our generations to come. Some of the classes that that we are offering here at Lawrence County is biology and chemistry, and we have psychology, we have information technology courses, and the courses that we are offering through our Credits Counts program really coincide with what the state of Kentucky is offering in terms of career and technical educational pathways.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity. The grant is a great opportunity for students at Lawrence County to be able to take classes free, and I'm happy that ACTC is able to offer many of those classes. I've had students going into the medical profession, I've had welders, I've had electricians, I've had people going into education. So I really do see how psychology fits into that whole situation of science and math courses. It seems like they are very dedicated. They are interested in psychology. They see that that's a class that can carry over into all aspects of society. We all wonder about behavior and why people do what they do and why we do what we do. So it seems like they're very committed and very dedicated to being good students. Overall, I think it's great. I think it's a wonderful opportunity.
If we think about, when I think about really what is more outside of the actual classes, I think about educating with purpose to empower. And empowerment comes when we realize there's a future and a hope for our lives.
We decided to showcase the new arrivals to LCHS.
With the arrival of a new year here at LCHS, we were greeted by several new faculty members who joined the mission to inspire students through various teaching techniques to be prepared for post-secondary education. We got the opportunity to speak to these amazing qualified individuals about their expectations, hopes, and how they feel about being new to our school.
First, we asked our staff why they started teaching.
I've taught music for about 8 years, and I live in the community, and I've taught in West Virginia for about 5 years, and found out the position was open and very interested in teaching in my community that I live in, and so that's how I ended up here at Lawrence County High School and Louisa Middle School in Blaine.
I started teaching at LCHS because I heard great things about the school and I really wanted my own music program. And now I have that with 2 great choirs and drama and other stuff to boot. It's been really fun. We have a whole bunch of stuff to work with here, so it's great.
Well, it was a different path than I originally thought I was going to take. I originally started out in the health science, but when I was in college, I actually did a lot of mentoring of high school students, and I was a lab TA. And I really loved seeing that light click on when students actually understood a concept, and that's why I decided to change the path I was on and apply to Teach for America.
I have to credit Mr. Osborne with my interest in teaching. He really made the literature come alive. I remember Beowulf so well, and I wanted to have that kind of job.
I started out my teaching career 19 years ago, started out in Lawrence County. Did teach in Johnson County and Morgan County. Had the opportunity to come back to Lawrence County. There's a lot of pride being able to be a part of your hometown and Lawrence County Bulldogs.
I actually started teaching to help students, and I worked at Fallsburg Elementary for 14 years. And a lot of the students that I have are up at the high school, and it was my big ambition to help them. I did special ed, and then I did regular ed math. And then this kind of presented itself, and that's why I started with the teaching.
We also asked our staff why they came to LCHS.
I really enjoy it here. There's a lot of great musical potential here. There's a long-standing tradition of good music here in Lawrence County from what I've learned from people. My wife is a native of here, and she was part of the music program, and so I'm really excited about what can be done here at Lawrence County High School.
I started teaching because I really love what I do, which is music, and I love seeing kids work towards their passions, whether it's music or anything else. That hard work that you put to get towards the goal is like my favorite part about working on anything, and so if I can help facilitate other kids to work hard for their own goals, it's really rewarding from my end.
I was looking for something new. I grew up in Maine my whole life, and that's where I went to college, and I wanted to see a different part of the country, but I also wanted to have a similar location and feel for Maine. Obviously I lost the beach, but it was a great transition to LCHS with Teach for America and their partnership, and that's how I got the job here.
This is home. I was a Bulldog, so I'm invested. I'm a stakeholder here, so I always wanted to come home. When I couldn't find a job, there were no openings at the time. I went to West Virginia, but I kept looking this way. So this is home. This is where I want to be.
Lawrence County has always had a special place in my heart. That's where I was raised. Graduated here in 1992. Played baseball, football, weightlifting team.
I came to LCHS. I actually graduated from here in 2000, and I was working in Fallsburg, and this job opportunity came open, and I kind of saw an opportunity to help more students than just the few I got to help every day, and thought this was a good stepping stone to move up in my career.
We then asked our staff if they have enjoyed their time at LCHS.
Well, participation in band and choral music. I loved being in the music program, and so that inspired me to then go on and teach music and perform music.
Absolutely. The kids are great, the teachers are great. The community is really welcoming, and we just had a Christmas concert. It was great. The community came out. I had tons of parents and other people come up and tell me how much they love seeing their kids up on stage. Really glad that I can help facilitate and provide that, and I'm looking forward to the future.
I really do like the area and the people here, and you can't beat the southern food compared to the north, but it has been a big transition, and the staff here have been really great in helping me make that transition.
It has been an adjustment. I think it takes a while to get acclimated anywhere, but I taught middle school, so high school was a little bit of a jump. But yes, I love it here.
I have greatly enjoyed my time here at LCHS. The best part about it is getting to work directly with the students. Being out of the classroom in the administrator role, I get to see and hear from the students and get their perspective on what is the best for them.
It was a very different learning experience for the first couple of months, and I'm just now starting to get the feel of it, and I'm really enjoying the work that I'm doing.
Here at LCHS, we are excited about our new staff members that have come to our school.
Here are your upcoming weather and announcements.
It's time for weekly weather and announcements. This week, temperatures will be back in the 60s and 50s, but do expect a rainy week. Next week will be the same type of weather, but prepare to bundle up as temperatures steadily drop with rain showers. Juniors and seniors enrolled in the Credits Counts program return to their courses January 11th. The courses for this semester include chemistry, psychology, and communications, or known as public speaking. We wish you all the best of luck in your courses this semester. On January 20th, the Lady Bulldogs basketball team will compete to take on the Pirates from Belfry at Belfry. We wish you all good luck. On January 21st, the boys basketball team will take on the Raiders from South Floyd High School here at home at 3:30 p.m. We wish you all good luck. Yearbooks are still on sale for $50 until March, when prices will raise to $60. Please stop by the library and speak with Mrs. Cecil to order yours. If you would like any special icons or your name on your yearbook, please let her know. If any senior would like to replace their casual senior portrait with one of their own, they can email it or bring it in to Miss Cecil. Students, if you take home this form to your parents, they can use it while shopping at Food City so they can provide our school with points. Here at LCHS, students have an opportunity to prepare for the ACT, SAT, on-domain writing, AP exams, and other types of exams offered on the Kentucky Virtual Library. To set up an account or need help searching for practice exams, stop by the library.
Thank you for watching LC News, news by the students, for the students.
See you next time.